What's going on, everybody? Junior with S.O.T. Metalworks. Hopefully you guys are doing outstanding out there in YouTube land. But first off, welcome to the channel. S.O.T. Metalworks here with a little different video. As you can see, we're in the fine, outstanding woods. Getting after it, doing a little mushroom hunting. So I know this is not metalworking stuff, but this is something, like I said before, we enjoy doing. Let's get after it and see if we can find anything. All right, so a few tips and tricks. I got a locust tree here. Didn't mean a whole lot, but you can see the two poplars there. Way up there, hardly no limbs whatsoever. There's a few poplar trees around. You can always tell a poplar. Got pretty well a little coarse bark, but it's normally pretty daggone straight. These two poplars around here are pretty tall and pretty straight normally. But one good thing, one little tip, always know your trees. Look everything up online. Get used to finding your trees, knowing what they look like, knowing what the species are. It's going to help you. You're always looking for elm, poplars normally. Of course, ash trees. Everybody talks about the ash trees. They are getting few and far between here in Kentucky because of the beetle issue that's killing them off. But we're up here on a little flat up on the very tip top of the hill. I normally look here first. It's still fairly early season. I think it's 8th and 9th November, something like that. But normally start at the top of the hill and kind of work my way down as temperatures warm up. But I tell you what, we kind of stumbled across one here in the middle of no man's land. But guys, tell me what you think. Little morel right down here, looking mighty fine. So yeah, let's get him picked. Do a little more venturing around, see what else we can find. All right, so we're back after the hunt. Just found that one just right over there, right over there. Been looking pretty hard, haven't found a whole lot, but got over here a little ways. Got the almighty morel right there. I'm gonna look around here, make sure I don't step on nothing, but best I can tell. All right, look, I done lost it. These things are hard to see sometimes. I knew exactly where it was. I looked back over there and it was still not there, but another one right there. So in a little patch of them here, we will see what else we can turn out. See there again, we got two big poplar trees right there. We're right on the edge of this cut line here. Quite a few oaks around here actually. Kind of surprised by that, but hey, we're finding mushrooms, and that's all that really matters. All right, let me get back on the hunt. Not seeing anything else right now, but you just never know. Finding a bunch of singles. I'd like to get in a good little group or mess of them, but we'll see what happens. All right, so over here doing a little mushroom hunting. Haven't found anything in the last little bit. It's been kind of a struggle. It just always seems to work out that way. But you guys see that right over there? That looks like an interesting find. Let's go see what that is. Well, the old elusive deer shed. Oh, got a little bite marks on it. Squirrels almost beat us to it. So that's this here shed, not too terrible. Fairly fresh drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on that side. Wonder what he had on the other side. That is what I'd like to know. So we'll look around here a little bit, see what we can find. See if we can find the other side. I'm kind of excited. Got mushrooms and deer sheds. I mean, could a man ask for much more today? All right. So yeah, found some deer shed. Can't beat that with a stick. So found another morel up here. Good old hickory tree here. There's oak right here in front of us, and then there's two big old poplars right here. But we found another morel. Let me get you turned around. I'm still looking for more. I'm still looking for more. So All right, let's get turned around. We'll see if you guys can see it. All right, so it's in the frame. You guys tell me if you see it, where you see it at. I mean, give me a little clue. Let me know, and then we'll go see if we can find it. I'll give y'all just a minute or two. Might have to put this on the big TV so you can tell where it's at. But I'm looking for more around here. I haven't seen any. That don't mean there's not. That's for daggone sure. So, all right, let's get over here and pick this one up. See what happens. Oh, goodness gracious. Whoa, whoa, stick, easy. Should be messing up my mushroom. So we always pinch them bottoms off. Always leave that bottom in there. Cover it back up a little bit. Then you got your good old elusive morel. Not too terrible, not too terrible. But yeah, there's two big poplars again right here. Like a double stack deal. There are poplars up and down this whole ridge line up here. This is a spot we always find morels year after year. And a lot of people ask me what we use to keep them in. So we use a mesh bag. I've said this many times in my videos. See, it's also a good deer antler holder for you, so you can be like hands-free. But this is the whole bag we did some trap shooting and stuff in, but it's meshed at the bottom. And it could be an old wives' tale, don't know. The old timers used to tell me, use them mesh bags. Let some spores out of those daggone morels. Let them spread them around a little bit here and there as you're walking. And he said, you'll come back the next year and you'll have more morels there. And so far, fingers crossed, but so far over the years, we have had really, really good luck of finding morels year after year after year. Some years are a whole lot better than others, but it's been a pretty good time, pretty good hunt. Haven't found many yet, but still fairly early in the season. And the weather has been terrible. So we've had warm weather, which turned the morels on, got some sleet, got some snow, and then it turned back off warm again. So they're out. They're just not out extremely well. I'm hoping they have a little more time to come back in and get after it, but we got a few more spots to hit, so let's get after it, see what happens. Might be one way over. I don't know if that's one or not. Let me go look. Hold on. Let's go over here and see. No, it's not one. Daggone it. It is going to be way over there too. All right, I'll get back on the hunt. We'll see what else we can find. Hopefully we find a good couple dozen more. I'd like to have a heck of a mess for supper, that's for sure. But yep, high on the ridges today. We'll check some of the bottom areas later, see if there's any production down in there. Had a few cooler temperatures, so that could have hurt them way down there, but let's get our bag and get back after it. All right, so we just picked our bag up over there. And you guys know I was pointing over here. I was like, man, that looks like a morel right over there. I was wrong, of course. Kind of figured that out pretty quick, but there is one right there. So, I almost seen it. Don't that somewhat count? Almost. Almost. Pretty good size morel, too. Not too terrible whatsoever. Pinch them bottoms up. We'll do a little covering over there. Got our morel. Stick him in our bag. Put him in there. Got a few in there already. All right, let's keep looking. All right, you guys are probably gonna get tired of me saying this, but should just leave the camera on. So we were right there just a couple minutes ago. Come over here, walked over here in this little deer path. Kind of see the deer path here. Got one right here, one right there. And then, oh, we done right into a mess up. Look, I'm finding them as I'm talking on the camera. Can you guys see that one right there? Got one right there. Let's see. There's another one over here. I don't want to step on that. You guys tell me when you see it. You see it. Oh. Got one right there. Not too bad. And for the life of me, there's another one right here somewhere. But I've lost it. Well, heck far. I looked at almost the same location both times and seen 2 instead of 1. Here. Here's one right there. Could have looked at Morel. And then, see, daggone, I took my eyes off of it. And then there's another one right there. So we're going to keep an eye out. Let me get these picked. I'll see what else I find. Right up next to this beach. Of course, like I said, there's an oak. There's those 2 double poplars right over there. So yeah, soil conditions are just right here. You can see where the turkeys have been scratching around right there. Ain't no telling how many of my daggone mushrooms they ran off with, but at least they didn't get this little patch. All right, let me get these picked, get them in the bag, and then we'll get back after it. So yeah, I turned you guys off a little too fast. Here's that big one we got a picture of a while ago. There's another one right over there. Size of that joker. For around here, it's a pretty good sized mushroom. Not too shabby. That no eat good. But we in a little pile of them. Alright, so I want to give y'all another little tip. You can see we got our poplars and stuff over there, a few little cedars. And there's poplars scattered out throughout the whole place around here. And I'm standing in the middle of this mushroom pile, but I found several of these blooms and flowers off these poplars. So this is something to look for laying around on the ground. Then you know you're in kind of the general area that mushrooms sometimes like to grow. And again, we're here in the central northern part of Kentucky. Your atmosphere that you find mushrooms in may be completely different, but this is kind of my go-to spots. Now, I'm not saying there's not mushrooms in other places. I'm just saying when I first started the year, I start checking these hot spots right out of the gate, and that normally helps me broaden if mushrooms are moving down the hill, in the bottoms, along creek beds, what have you. But I normally start on top of the hill and work my way down throughout the season. Seems to work out fairly well, and every year's different. Weather dictates a whole lot, so it's hard to tell sometimes. All right, so I've seen this big old pile, cluster of poplar over here, and I'm like, man, there should be mushrooms somewhere around here. And the turkey's been in here scratching. You can see they've been after it pretty hard in here, or not extremely hard, but I come looking over here. I looked over here, good little ways away, and there's the old morel hanging up out of the ground right there. Getting him picked up. Break that base off. Break the base off. Put him in the bag. That's what it's about right there. Having a fairly good day. Not a great day, but a fairly good day. Bound to be some more around here. Oh, there's one over there. See it. So you guys are on the hunt with me. You tell me when you see him. I could barely make him out. That's one thing about it. You need to go all directions. Go left, right, backwards and forwards. That thing covered up. If I hadn't come from that direction over there, I never would have seen him. Oh. Get that base off there a little bit. Get him back in the ground. Sorry, camera work's not the best there. Apologize. Got to be some more around here somewhere. I don't know. Some of these are a little smaller. They're not terrible. There ought to be some more around here somewhere. How many have I missed on the camera? How many have you guys seen that I ain't picked yet? Tell me now. Let me know. I'm sure I'm missing some. Always do. Alright. Well, we've been walking around that big old group of go-getters there. Poplar up in there. Found them a couple mushrooms right there. Walking around, just trying to chill stuff out. Look what I see laying over here. That's 2 today. Ain't that some wild stuff? Ain't the fun you can have. Boy, that's a big one now, let me tell you. That's a big one. Wow, huge. I mean, that's Pope and Youngworthy right there. But you know what? They all got to start somewhere, and they all got to grow up. Well, let's add him to the collection. And let's get back after the mushroom hunting. All right, turkey over there gobbling. He's over here trying to find my secret mushroom spot. I won't let him in on it, but got back in a little bit of a patch here. Well, I say patch, kind of a single deal. One right here. Oh, little one. Oh, bust that base off, get it down there. Got a little one. Put him in the bag. Got another one right here in front of us. My bag's getting overwhelmed with deer sheds and everything else. It's a terrible day. It's just terrible. But there's another one right there. Get that base snipped off. Not too shabby, boys. Gonna have a pretty good mess. You know, I hate it if some of you guys was a little closer. You know, I'd probably be willing to share a few, you know. Like, yeah, old Farmer Chris, if he was just a tad closer, I mean, we could probably hook him up with some. I might have to hook Muddy Feet up with some too. Let's see how he cooks them up down there in Texas. I mean, all right, let me get back after it. See what else we can find. We got a little area to cover yet. All right, ladies and gents, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Looked around here a little bit. Found a few more. Nothing fantastic, but just a couple more to put in the bag. So I'm going to go over here on this log I see laying over here. We'll get everything laid out. See how many we ended up with today. Not a bad hunt. Didn't hunt very long, but damn, sometimes that happens. But for no longer we were in the woods and no more ground than we covered, I think we did fantastic. We'll see what the tally says. Maybe it's a good day, maybe it wasn't, but any day in the woods is better than any day at work. So, hey, we're happy with what we got. All right, let me get the tally figured out. We'll get it squared away. All right, ladies and gents, here is the wrap up to the video this afternoon. We've gotten 30 mushrooms. Can't complain about that too much. And 2 deer sheds. Can't forget about them. But yeah, all in all, a pretty good little hunt. Can't complain a day about like that. It's not the best day I've ever had, but you know what? For no more time we spent in the woods, pretty awesome day, that's for sure. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys need any, I'm not the best mushroom hunter by no means. But if you guys want to know any tips or tricks or anything, ask any questions or whatever, leave us a comment down below. We'll try to answer the comments. Or maybe if we're out mushroom hunting again, I'll put it in a video. That way you guys kind of know what to look for, what I'm looking for, what I like to see when I'm looking for a mushroom spot, stuff like that. But we're up here in the cedars. We've been looking around. Didn't do so good, but hey, who knows? We'll see what we can find. All right, this has been Junior with S.O.T Metalworks. We got any mushroom videos coming up later on? Possibly, maybe. So we'll see what happens. We'll get back after it. All right, you guys stay safe out there. And as always, remember, work smarter, not harder. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, guys.